More news coming in. Azad Owaisi has hit out over the NCERT Standard 12 book controversy. Objects to Babri being referred to as a three-dome structure. Owaisi says students must know Babri was desecrated. Kids must know a mosque was demolished. He's posted this, saying that the NCERT has decided to replace Babri Masjid with the words three-dome structure. It also has decided to call the Ayodhya judgment an example of consensus. India's children should know that the Supreme Court called the demolition of Babri Masjid a gregarious criminal act. India's children also should know a functioning masjid was desecrated in 1949 and then demolished by a mob in 1992. They should not grow up glorifying criminal acts. Abdul has more on that. Abdul, an expected reaction coming in from Azad Owaisi. Not just Azad, the opposition has also been saying this, that referring to the Babri Masjid as a three-dome structure is distorting history. It's not the truth.
Well, absolutely. AIMIM chief Azad Owaisi had been vocal about the demolition of Babri Masjid. He had said that the Muslims in India will never forget that there was a Babri Masjid that had been demolished in Ayodhya. So this after the NCERT had given out that Babri Masjid as a three-dome structure, AIMIM chief Azad Owaisi had lashed out. Reacted to this particular statement and said that the children must not be glorifying criminal acts through these movements of through these changes that the NCERT is making in its books for the children. So basically, here AIMIM chief Azad Owaisi has lashed out, stating that it is the Supreme Court had mentioned that it is an egregious act. The demolition of masjid is an egregious act, and the masjid, which was functioning, was desecrated in 1949 and then was demolished in 1992. So this fact must not be forgotten by the children, and they must be taught, and they must not be glorifying criminal acts.
Absolutely. Criminal act, and it should not be glorified in front of the children, says Azad Owaisi. Thanking you, Abdul. A big controversy over changes in Class 12 political science textbook, where the National Council of Educational Research and Training, the NCERT, has introduced several significant changes in the 12th textbook, Class 12 textbook, which has now triggered a political face-off. A notable change is the removal of the term Azad Pakistan. It has been changed to Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Reference to India's border situation with China has been added. The abrogation of Article 370 is also mentioned in the new updated textbooks. Congress has hit out at the centre after the term Babri Masjid, which has now been referred to as a three-dome structure in the new edition. Initially, the chapter on Ayodhya has been condensed from 4 pages to 2. MP Jairam Ramesh earlier hit out at NCERT, calling it an RSS affiliate and that it must not give political pamphlets.
We don't know why they have gone for that book, or the experts who are setting the papers. You can't stop them. But we have our books with us. You can verify it from the latest books. You can verify it from 2020 onwards. The correct version is there. The book is absolutely correct. There is no fault with the book.
शिक्षा व्यवस्था इससे निर्धारित होनी चाहिए. अब तो प्रियम्बल का उल्लंघन कर रहा है. किस तरह के लोग निर्णय ले रहे हैं, किस आधार पर ले रहे हैं? बच्चों को सब जानना चाहिए कि घृणा, नफरत, हिंसा के बावजूद हिंदुस्तान कैसे इवॉल्व किया. मैं समझता हूं ये थोड़ी भी अगर चिंता होती ना देश के भविष्य की, बच्चों के भविष्य की, तो इस तरह की हरकतों से बचती.
NCERT is a body which must see that textbooks are written in such a way, objectively, without any bias, partisan nature. And NCERT should see the textbooks are very objective, authentic, and history must be taught as history, factually correct part of the history. Now the NCERT is really getting into trouble. Why? And at whose command? NCERT should explain.
Milan is getting us more details on that story. Milan, this was but expected, isn't it? Because changes in textbooks of this nature has been raised by the opposition in the past as well. They've continuously said the attempt is to distort history.
Well, Sneha, this is not just the first or the second change, but perhaps the third or the fourth such change that has taken place within the NCERT textbooks. Remember that by 2022, already topics such as Gujarat riots were already removed from the political science textbooks of class 12th. And now finally, with more detailed changes coming forward, we recently saw how Babri Masjid reference was removed and renamed as a three-dome structure. With the entire Ayodhya dispute now being called just the Ayodhya issue, and a lot of additions there as well. But certainly with the new age, stand that India has taken, whether it's on Pakistan or China, Azad Pakistan figured in one of the textbooks paragraphs, and that also has been changed to Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And even when it comes to India-China relations in the World Contemporary Politics book of class 12th, it is not India-China dispute anymore. It is China's aggression over Indian borders, is what has been pointed out. So yes, students are reading what is presently being said by the government as well. But of course, critics have called this the mutilation of history as the current political scenario as we see it today.
All right. Thanking you, Milind Sharma, getting us up to speed with those details and putting that into perspective as far as the controversy over changes in the NCERT Class 12 political science chapters are concerned.